Working with JuiceBox, you'll be creating clean energy plans. Plans are a combination of a scenario, which defines variables, and instructions, which define changes to the system. Scenarios and plans are held in the Assets panel. Plans may also be loaded from the File menu. I will select Load Plan to bring up a menu of available plans. I will select a plan for my home state of Wisconsin by selecting from or searching the drop-down menu. It will take a few seconds to load. Once it does, I can see color-coded map icons at each of Wisconsin's existing power plant facilities. These fuel-specific colors correspond to the graphs below. Here we are looking at the generation graph. When I press Solve, the power sector model will project the electricity generated from each power plant. Different types of power plants have different operating costs, and the model is estimating the most cost-effective usage from each of the available resources. 1 year at a time, we are seeing the resulting statewide electricity fuel mix throughout the planning horizon. Renewables are shown in green, nuclear in dark blue, coal in gray, and natural gas in light blue. This overall mix of resources used will determine the system performance, cost, and emissions, which are displayed across several graphs that are loaded by selecting from these graphing buttons. The peak capacity graph shows the available generating capacity relative to peak electricity demand. The generation graph shows the total system fuel mix. Contributions from renewables are shown on the RPS compliance graph. The average rate of carbon dioxide emissions is shown on the Clean Power Plan or CPP graph, and total carbon dioxide emissions are shown on the CO2 graph. Sulfur dioxide emissions are shown on the SO2 graph, and nitrogen oxide emissions are shown on the NOx graph. Total power plant costs are shown on the generation costs graph, and the average rate graph shows the average cents per kilowatt hour costs for generation, transmission, and distribution. Let's look again at peak capacity. Graphs may also include a policy or planning requirement shown with a dashed red line. The graph button will be green if the requirement has been satisfied, or red if it has not. When looking at any individual graph, the colored bar along the timeline will change from green to red, indicating when the system fails to satisfy a planning requirement. Watch additional tutorial videos to learn more about creating plans that meet these planning requirements.